Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another videos of the paid request. This time for Edward. Thank you so much. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for 2 episodes of South Park, Season 21, Episodes 7 and 8. Now, Episode 7, I would say, really didn't care for. I don't know, this season in general, I haven't cared about so much so far. Maybe because it's during the Trump administration and all the political stuff they're trying to force into just seems so passe, cliche. Everybody else was doing it, old hat, and I just don't care to hear about it over and over and over again. Because so many people complain about it, so it just... Can you change a different tune on the radio type of thing? Which I know is not fair to say because this was a different time period, but even the other stuff going on, the stuff between Heidi and Cartman is already getting a bit old hat. I would at least say in episode 8, at least they tried to do something a bit different, which made it feel a bit more refreshing and funny, which I'll get to. But just the Heidi, Cartman being nice to Heidi, but talking shit behind her back, but being nice to Heidi, then talking shit about her back. And it just made Heidi just seems like such a moron of a character. Like, so stupid, I hate her at this point. She's too fucking stupid. Too fucking dumb. You called me a whore and pushed me into a car. Yeah, but it's about my body and I'm eating too much meat. Well, you need to change your diet. Okay, I'll be vegan like you. Hey, look, I got this Beyond KFC. Which is KFC and he just put Beyond on it. This vegan KFC. So she eats it, then she gets sick. And then Carmen's like, oh, look how fat she is. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hey, how you doing? And Kyle, like the viewer, is getting sick and tired of what Cartman is doing. So Kyle is being nice to Heidi and being kind to her and pretty much telling her the truth. The other part of the episode is some of the cabinets in the White House are telling Mr. Garrison, a.k.a. Trump, oh, you shouldn't be acting this way. We made a mistake. You get the idea that Garrison humped them and put semen in their eye because they have like bruised eye with a bit of semen. The episode ends with him coming out with a strap on and, oh, that's 3 years to be better. The only element of this episode that I got a bit of a smirk was when Cartman forces his way to stay over at Tolkien's, I don't want to say Tolkien because that's what was said in the first place, into his family to staying over, and the dad goes, well, I thought that Heidi girl was with Kyle, and he's like, Kyle, and Cartman has, in reference to Dumbo, Elephants on Parade, some nice visuals of Kyle being bigger and bigger and looming over Heidi and Cartman and laughing and tackling. And then throw in like actual Jewish people dancing. Just Kyle's Jewish. So they throw some of that in there. I thought that was kind of funny. And really the only part of the episode I thought was rather witty and clever. Other than that, I mean, the way I broke it down was this. Butters, who's one of my favorite characters, he only has like 2 or 3 lines. Like one, he's ready to join with Kyle and help Heidi. But then Kyle's like, nah, it's none of our business. Oh, okay. So Butters doesn't have anything to do. Stan has nothing to do. Kenny, once again, is absentee. Cartman is becoming unbearable at this point. Just completely unbearable. Heidi just seems like a dumb shit at this point. Just by the end, she turns on Kyle and says, well, people like you, your people do this and your people do that, and they're very sneaky, and, you know, you're trying to break us apart. And even Kyle goes, did she just kind of call me a dirty Jew? So I'm like, whatever happens to Heidi, she deserves it. She just comes off as a moron. The Trump jokes are just so fucking lame and abysmal and lazy. And I don't think there's any amount of wit or cleverness to it. And if like, oh my god. I could easily say this is my least favorite era of South Park. Thanks to Edward, I've been reviewing a lot of them. Almost the whole show. This is easily my least favorite era of South Park. Easily. Well, I still appreciate Edward for sending the request, and if you want to continue, please do, man. I'll do my best. Episode 8 I did enjoy more. Just funny enough, it wasn't about the main characters. It was about Jimmy and Timmy. Also, their kind of antagonists, Nathan and Mimsy. Mimsy? Or hello, boss. How's it going, boss? Which are based on two characters from Looney Tunes. But just, oh, hey, Mimsy. We're going to win the science fair. And you know what's going to happen? We're going to be up to our ears in pussy. Just the way they have Nathan and Mimsy be reminiscent of those Looney Tunes characters. I forget the name of those characters, though. And just their cadence, their back and forth are good antagonists for Jimmy and Timmy, who are doing the science fair, and they find these water bears that will dance in a circle to Taylor Swift. So Nathan and Mimsy try to kill them, but they actually inadvertently make them smarter. So now they do the hokey pokey. And Nathan's like, you gotta be shitting me. And the part with Heidi is that Heidi, after episode 7, now she looks more like Cartman and acts more like Cartman, so she is fatter. She's much more antagonistic. She's, again, talking like a more vile Cartman. I think as one of the teachers says, she's like a Cartman who actually go through with things. And at times she even scares Cartman. Like Cartman's now become more submissive to her. Like at the end of the episode she forces Cartman to snuggle with her. How come we don't get any snuggly time? I said, come on, snuggle. And Cartman's like, yes, Heidi. That was kind of funny, and that at least brought a different, refreshing dynamic to that whole thing. The only thing I didn't like was that I guess at the time NFL was losing ratings or losing viewers. Which, again, I don't remember that, so as satire or commentary, it didn't really hit home for me. Maybe because I don't watch much of the NFL in general. So this is all kind of new to me. So the NFL's like, they want these water bears to be their new fans. And they put like, okay, there was a fun joke. They put a little FedEx in there. And they opened it, and then they looked through, they all got different jerseys. Okay, that was kind of a funny visual. And like they put them in the stadium, and people have a football game, while each one of these things are in a different jar. So the sounds of silence as this football game's going. But a little would have went a long way, and the NFL guys like pulls a gun, and we're going to do this. And it didn't matter because at the end of the day, Heidi wins. I think that's also like the most unlikable character on the episode. She's the one who wins. She takes the stuff, swallows them. I was waiting for her to explode. I kind of wish she exploded. Because she drinks all of them, and then later on, Heidi and Cartman are on the couch, and she hears some rumbling. I was waiting for it to explode like the chest burster. And then Cartman go, Mom, we need to clean this up. I was waiting for that to happen. I'm like, I wish it did, because I don't like this Heidi character anymore. She was okay, but here it's like, let her blow up. Let her just explode. And I wish Butters was utilized more. He's one of my favorites. I know a lot of the circumstances, there's some shenanigans happening around it, and Isaac Hayes was not alive anyway. But Isaac Hayes as chef is greatly missed. I miss that character on the show, but again, I know there was some stuff going on, and then later on, Isaac Hayes passed away. But I miss Chef. It was great when he was on this show. Thankfully, no political Trump jokes in this, at least. I think what I did like about the NFL is that it took focus away from Jimmy and Timmy and focused more on Heidi being mad about the science fair and then against the NFL and the NFL and the Heidi, they're back and forth. So it became less of a Jimmy and Timmy episode and became more of a Heidi episode. I think that was my issue with it, is I wanted to see more of Jimmy and Timmy be the focus of the episode. Like they were the first half, but then they kind of went pushed aside for Heidi in the second half. I know that's the purpose of it, but God, I just wanted this character to die. I really did. Like the only joy is, if she tortures Carpen more and more throughout. That'd be the only joy I would get out of this character. Because again, it's her fault. I have no sympathy for the character. And again, unless she's just torturing Carpen throughout the rest of it, then I'm like, oh, just get rid of this fucking character. But at least her being this fat, ugly, just as ugly version of Carpen, at least brought a bit different. Got a few smirks out of me because of that. So I would say episode 8, I thought was one of the better episodes of this season. Again, thankfully no Trump political bullshit. But yeah, overall, episode 7 wasn't a fan of. Episode 8 I liked more. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.